schedule for tonight's non-league matchup between the Nipmuc Warriors and your Dover-Sherborn Raiders. Participating student athletes, coaches, and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance. Ensure that your behaviors reflect the values that should be identified with these student athletes. Assume responsibility for your behavior and the behavior of those around you. If you require assistance, please call upon a school or security official. Any verbal, written, or physical conduct related to race, gender, ethnicity, disability, sexual orientation, or religion shall not be tolerated, can subject the violator to ejection, and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. As a reminder, please refrain from shooting at the baskets in between quarters and at timeouts. We appreciate your cooperation.
And now for your starting lineups. First, for the Nipmuc Warriors. A junior wearing number 23, Logan DeMarzo. A senior wearing number 13, Braden Kelly. A junior wearing number 1, Chase Kelly. A junior wearing number 21, James McKinney. And a senior wearing number 24, Aiden Banstra. The Warriors are coached by Jason Gofflin. Now for your Dover-Sherborn Raiders. A junior wearing number 22 and playing forward, Thomas Cherney. A senior wearing number 15 and playing forward, Charles Bay. A senior wearing number 25 and playing forward, Gavin Lynch. A senior captain wearing number 2 and playing guard, Jono Windle. And a senior captain wearing number 3 and playing guard, Mason Melchiota. The Raiders are coached by Rick Grady and assisted by Matt Mitchell, Brett Boyd, Michael Patty, and Sam Burton. Now, if you could please rise and remove your hats at the playing of our national anthem.
Greetings, everyone, and Merry Christmas from me, Dover-Sherborn Cable TV, and Tom Windle sitting next to me. Tonight, Tom, Nipmuc comes in to play Dover-Sherborn. Nipmuc has a 6'6" junior, and his name is James McKinney. He's all-star material. How do you defend a taller player like that when you can't match up one-on-one?
Well, I think they're going to have maybe some double team if he gets the ball down low. He's a big kid. Not only is he tall, he's got some girth to him. Nipmuc comes in here 2-0. They're averaging, I think, around 65 points a game. So they've got some offense that we're going to have to contend with, and we've got to keep the turnovers low, come out strong. But I think it's going to be a good battle tonight.
It's a tough task. Nipmuc comes in 2-0. The Raiders are 2-1, having lost at Medway this past week.
Yeah, that midway game was a tough one. I don't think it was our best effort, and I think Coach Grady would agree to that.
Yeah, we can get back to that in a sec. As the tip is controlled by Chase Kelly. Hands off to Braden Kelly. They're brothers, in case you're wondering. 23 with the ball. Logan DeMarzo, he also has a brother on his team. Layup, swims the rim. It's taken down by Melchionda. First touch for the Raiders. They move right to left in white with blue trim. Melchionda to the bucket.
Good take.
He got elbowed. No, he got called for a charge.
Yeah, it was definitely a charge. A little bit too aggressive.
Actually, he was too aggressive, and he didn't finish his shot. He shot sooner than I thought he would have. Thought he would have driven more to the basket.
But at least they're driving to the basket early. First one.
Good point.
So we got Lynch on the big guy.
Over the midline we go. Braden Kelly. Right side to DeMazzo.
Let's travel.
Yeah, he did take steps, didn't he? Kelly. Shot from outside. His three-pointers too deep. Rebound on Melchionda. Mason drives the other way with white shirts around. On right side to Cherney. Cherney up. Fouled on the floor. Shooting foul. 2 shots at the line for Thomas Cherney.
That was a slight touch. I'm actually surprised that was called, but we'll take it.
I call them kiss me fouls, like you just touch somebody and they call a foul. You see it in all games. I don't like them. Let them play.
Yeah.
Cherney makes it off the orange. Still no score. New coach this year for Nipmuc, Jason Goslin. Rick Grady, of course, for the home team. 1-0 Raiders.
I didn't realize the Nipmuc coach is in his first year.
Well, Paul King had been recently hired, and he's been replaced by a guy who used to coach at Framingham High School.
Oh, wow.
Whatever works.
Showed a little bit of a press there.
Kelly brings it up to the right. Logan DeMarzo, feed inside to the big guy. McKinney turns around, shoots off balance, and doesn't score.
Yeah, good rebound there.
Jono Window with the rebound. Jono brings it up to midcourt, over the Raider at midcourt. To the left wing. Jono holds the ball, dribbles outside to Fang. Fang thinks better of it. Melchionda working around the horn with Fang. Fang in the paint. Fang, a left hook. Good!
Oh, that was a nice shot by Charles.
3-0 Raiders.
Little lefty floater in there. Really want them to see, though, on their offensive possessions to really work the ball around a lot faster on the DS side of the house. Set some picks.
Braden Kelly, 3-2. They slow it down. Jono Window. Jono. I want to say Jono so bad, but it's Jono. I know that. I'll get there.
Oh, nice cut.
Oh, Melchionda. Oh, nice feed inside.
Yeah, Thomas Cherney had a nice pass right there to Melchionda.
Whoa! He stepped onto the court before he passed it in bounds.
Yeah.
White ball.
That's what you say is an unforced error.
Nipmuc, and they're traveling black with white trim. Gavin Lynch puts it in
wide open.
Short. Melchionda says, let me try again. No foul. Ball controlled easily by McKinney. Right side to Mazzo. Shoots. It scores. 5-4 Raiders. 5:52 to go in quarter number 1.
We're getting some good looks down low. I mean, just getting layups right now.
Melchionda from Window. Right side to Cherney. Back across court to Fang. Thought about the 3. Drives the paint. Right-hander. Good!
Oh, Charles come out to play.
Charles got 4 of the 7 points for the Raiders. They lead 7-4. Just underway, a live stream from Dover-Sherborn Cable TV. The Nipmuc Warriors from across 495 against the Dover-Sherborn Raiders at Dover-Sherborn High School. DeMarzo turns around, shoots a bomb. He's open. Got it.
Yeah.
Do not leave red sneakers open. He can score.
Yeah, he's got a nice stroke there.
We're all tied at a touchdown, a piece, including the extra point. Gavin Lynch to Melchionda. Comes into the right wing, shoots off the boards, nothing. Rebound handled nicely by Kelly. This is his brother. The other Kelly shoots wild.
Yeah, they like to shoot it up, man.
Don't they, though, huh? They just pop from anywhere.
Here's Melchionda
Melchionda against Chase Kelly. and a foul on the floor.
Yeah.
You know, I got to get this over with now. It's Chase Kelly, but I'm so used to Kelly Chase, who used to play for the St. Louis Blues and announced their games for many years. So I knew I was going to say Kelly Chase at some point. Now it's out of the way. Now, the brightest sneakers in the world are coming into the game for Nipmuc. This kid, when he has green sneakers, he's going to light the place up when he comes in. And he makes his debut tonight.
That's like an Oregon Duck uniform right there.
Oh my gosh, Jacob Giardini with those sneakers. He's come in, and for the Raiders, it looks like Steven Saber. Yep, Steven Saber's in along with big Chris Kiesling.
Yeah, Wendell and Cherney are out.
9-7 Raiders.
That's another ticky-tack foul there. You got to let him go.
And, you know, it's like the foul there in the backcourt, it doesn't do anything for either team.
Yeah.
Bringing the ball up.
So that I think that's Melchion's second foul.
You're right. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's that's not good.
DiMaggio to Giardini.
I like Gavin Lynch down low. He's really fighting that guy tough.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
he just threw him right down.
And they didn't call it. Whoops.
Wrap it up.
The official was baseline. He should have called the foul on
Yeah, we got
Richmond.
to run. He's got to take it
go.
to the hoop right there.
No. They back out and wait for a setup. That slows it down. Chris Kiesling. You know, I see 0 on waiting for Luke Rinaldi to pop up, but it's not going to happen. Luke on the West Coast playing freshman basketball. John O'Windle, nothing, and Lynch takes an easy overshot.
Jeez. Yeah, I think Wendell's really, he's got to take that shot. But to get an extra one here, I mean, the good news here is, you know, DS outside of that offensive foul, Melchion right at the beginning, no turnovers. So that's a positive in the right direction.
Though that was a negative in the Medway game, along with they just couldn't keep pace. They were making turnovers, they were forcing plays, and a couple other things we talked about.
Yeah. Well, the first quarter turnover ratio was 35%.
Ooh! Was that Kiesling?
Yes.
Outside, bomb. Chase, no good.
Oh.
Rebound inside, control, but taken away by Dover-Sherborn. Fang driving the court. Bounce past to Kiesling. Here he comes! Scores!
Nice.
Whoa, using the body. Timeout, visitors. All right, so let's go over that Medway game a little bit. It was physical, Rick Grady said to me.
Yeah.
Turnovers and missed shots, and those are going to kill you. You and I talked about percentages before the game, and Medway was just playing better ball.
Yeah, they were playing better ball. They were turning it over less. They were getting it inside. They were hitting their threes. I believe the final stat for DS on their threes, they were 2 out of 17, which is, you know, kind of unacceptable. And they were, you know, they had the good look. So it, you know, we'll just say that it was a bad night of shooting threes because they definitely should have hit at least 2 or 3 more of those.
Overall in that game, field goal percentage, it was Dover-Sherborn with 35% and Medway 42%. And you're gonna lose most games when you don't outshoot your opponent that way.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, 42% shooting is very, very good. I mean, I want to say the average is around 45% for the high school from the huddle stats that I was looking at earlier today. And excuse me, that's 45% average on just 2-point field goals, not overall.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're shooting 43% overall, including the threes, that's a very good percentage.
You betcha. Also found out from Rick Grady, if anybody wants to know this, EFG percentage, that's effective field goal percentage. What it means is, on the stats, it accounts for the fact that 3-point shots are worth more than 2-point shots. Mm-hmm. So they're weighted differently that way. Doesn't mean a lot to me, but some people like that stat. You can look it up.
It's just amazing how many stats there are.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, he's wide open underneath.
McKinney short. McKinney rebound. Stuff by Gavin, and Gavin had
I don't know about that right there. I think they're going to call it on Lynch.
Well, they are. But that's my second biggest complaint. They're out of position sometimes, and
Yeah.
they call, it's going to be a foul. No, he had all ball, and I saw it in the girls' game, too, recently. They just don't have a good look at it. And they think, well, he must have fouled. He couldn't have had all ball. Gavin had all ball there. Big guy McKinney he finishes the first, he'll get another. McKinney last year averaged 15 points, 10 rebounds a game, and last year he had 41 points against Blackstone Millville.
Wow.
This kid's a scorer.
And he's a junior, right? I believe he's a junior.
He's a junior. Maybe he'll stop at 6'6". Who knows?
Yeah.
Right?
All right, so
Chris
you gotta
Kiesling,
work
nice.
it around, work it around, work it around. Don't force it.
John for 3. Bang!
Well, at least we can say right now we're 1 for 1 for threes versus the 2 for 17 we were against Medway.
Good attitude.
Hey, we stop right here.
Giardini looks it to the big guy. McKinney dribbles, gives it off. Pop.
That's off.
Yeah, off to the left, off the orange. A foul on the floor going the other way.
Yeah, Chris Kiesling right there is a nice block out. Blocked the guy out. The guy had to come over his back and, obviously caused the foul.
Each team has 3 team fouls. Remember, in each quarter, 5 fouls send you to the line for 2. No 1-and-1s anymore, and we reset the foul clock. The foul figure on the scoreboard.
I got you.
After each quarter.
And Sullivan just came in for Charles Fang.
Right side. Saber outside, short. And McKinney's just right in the right spot.
Yeah.
Didn't have to do anything. The ball came into his arms. Kelly, Braden, the first name, gives it off to Giardini. Jacob inside to McKinney. Push on the floor.
Jack
against
Kiesling.
Diaz.
So that gives us 4. Next one, they're going to the line. 2 minutes left.
That is Jason Goslin you hear in the background yelling up to his team what he wants on offense. And now in the game is Cameron Newton.
It's a tough matchup down low with Kiesling and the big guy McKinney.
Giardini looking low, nobody there. They swim around, and I'll put the ball as McKinney. He wants to score.
Oh, I thought that might have been a walk.
Yeah, loops to the hoop. I don't know. He moved his pivot foot while he was shooting, so
Yeah.
he was up in the air. No goal. It'll be an out-of-bounds play for number 11, Mason Kirkpatrick.
So that's our second offensive rebound here on this possession.
Ooh, nice shot.
Caused us by 2. Cost
Braden
us 2.
Kelly. 16-10 Raiders, $1:38 to go in the quarter. Windle, left side. For Cherney across court to... No.
Oh, that's deep.
Ooh, nice shot, though. It was a good shot, just off the inside of the orange.
Yeah, I would have liked to see him working around a little bit more. That was a pretty quick 3 to take it. And now
He got away.
2.
Giardini got away.
And now Grady calls a timeout.
16-12 Raiders, and yeah, they're just not... They weren't defending inside very well at all.
No.
And Grady knows when to use his timeouts. In that at Midway game this past week, leading scorers Wendell and Melchionda each had 16, and Gavin Lynch had 6. They need a little more scoring from Lynch. He's a senior, and I know he's not a great scorer, but he can be a good scorer.
Oh, yeah. No, I think, one of the things that they had in their first 2 wins was a lot of even distribution on the scoring. Nobody was, 10 points above anybody else. But I also think that Melchionda and Wendell, they might even need to take more shots because I think they're averaging 10 shots a game. I think Wendell's actually 9 shots a game. Gavin Lynch is actually averaging 10 shots a game. So he's getting his shots. And I believe Gavin has the highest 3-point % on the team. I'd have to double check the stats. But that was surprising and in a very positive manner. So here we go. I mean, they had a little bit of a run. We were up 16-8, now 16-12. So got to wrap up the last minute 14 on a more positive basis here. Swindle's bringing the ball up.
Over the Raider at midcourt he goes, guided by one of the Kellys. I looked down for a second. Who walked?
Wendell.
Okay.
And I thought he got the ball off in time before his foot came down, but
They're calling this tight, aren't they?
the ref obviously doesn't have a last name Wendell and is probably not as biased as I might be.
Well put. Gets away from Wendell, driving, pop, good.
That was a nice lefty,
Yeah.
but he's
Great.
lefty.
I saw them last year, and you can see they're a year away. They had some good players last year, but they got better this year.
Yeah. Turnover.
Giardini all by himself.
Green
lays
shoes.
It up and in. We are tied at 16. A 6-point cushion went away. 39 seconds to go in the first quarter. Fang back in for Dover-Sherborn. With the ball, he is.
Fang
in.
drives.
Foul.
That was a good take. We need to kind of stop that run.
So that is a shooting foul situation for Charles. He's also a senior. He rushed that. You know what? He didn't bend his knees enough. He pushed that shot too quickly. Lynch back in? Yeah, Lynch is back in, and
Cherney's off.
and DeMazzo's back in for them. 17-16.
All right, let's hold them. We can probably take the last shot here. Shot clock goes off.
Well, okay. Inside. Giardini back outside for Newton. They're waiting. Nice fake. DeMazzo. Shoot. Nope, he puts it back outside. Kirkpatrick for three. That'll give him a 2-point lead. 5 seconds to go in the quarter.
Push it.
Windle shoots. He hits! Wow, what a first quarter.
Yeah, exciting there.
Back and forth threes.
Yeah, a lot of turn there. Mason Montgomery's got himself in some very, very quick foul trouble there with 2 quick ones, and I think he came out about the 5 or 4 minute mark of the first quarter, and I think we were up by like 6 or 8. They went on a run, and we're fortunate to get that last 3 there to kind of get a little bit of momentum going into the second quarter.
20-19. So, did you want to do some shout-outs? I heard you talking before the game about people you know.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
This won't take too long, will it?
No, absolutely not. No. Jonathan Windle's grandmother is down in the Sarasota area in Florida watching this game. She's a huge fan, doesn't miss a game. Hopefully the Ronaldos are watching, so a quick shout-out to those guys, and hope Luke is doing well. And then also to the Nipmuc parents. My niece and Jonathan's cousin is a graduate of Nipmuc High School, so it's a great place to be.
Now, is that your wife down there?
Yes.
I don't think we've ever met.
I think you've met her. I think you just call her different names all the time.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I thought she was somebody else last year. I had you married to 2 different women. Now I remember.
Yeah, I'd get in trouble if I was married to 2 different women.
It didn't go well. I think I'll just stay here. Fang, nice play. He faked the pass, went for the bucket, overshot, and we got a foul.
Yeah, it's Kiesling. Just trying to be a little bit ultra aggressive. Sometimes you just got to let it go.
Chris is second. Warriors come up with Giardini. Hands off for DeMazzo. Kirkpatrick. Left. Newton. Back to Newton. His name's actually Cam Newton if you shorten it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's Cameron on the roster. I'm sure they call him Cam.
Charles was reaching, slapped the ball away. I guess he got a piece.
At the line will be DeMazzo.
No, I did not think he was going up for that. I thought he was that foul occurred on the floor.
I used to complain a lot about stuff like that, and then I realized the only one listening is my broadcast partner because the guys on the floor, they don't care.
No, they really don't. I don't think I've ever, persuaded a ref to change their call. Okay. All tied up.
Are we? Yeah.
Oh.
21-20. Score.
No. They screwed up the score.
It's 20-20. They just fixed it.
Okay, there you go.
Everybody's got 20 points. Fake by Kiesling. I like that pop. Overshoots.
Tough to miss that.
Yeah, I should have used the backboard if he's going to do that. Pass goes way down this way. DeMazzo has it in the right wing. Brings it back out for Giardini. To DeMazzo. Got it by Fang. He sees, shoot. Oh, too deep.
Oh.
Rebound. Controlled by Nipmuc. DeMazzo twists away. Full clock to work with. 35-second clock.
Oh, good steal by Gavin Lynch.
Absolutely. One-on-one.
Take it to the hoop, Gavin.
And he's fouled in the drive. He goes to the line and shoots two.
Nope. They're saying it occurred on the floor.
But okay.
I thought he was going up. Man, it's interesting that we didn't get the call down on our side of the house when I thought they was on the floor, and I thought this one was actually a shooting. But here we go, work it around.
Wendell with a hard pass. Wendell says, I'll shoot. Off to the right. Rebound controlled by the visitors.
Yeah, I would have liked to seen him drive that ball.
Giardini. DiMarzo shoots from the foul line. Nice ricochet, but it doesn't go in. Moves out of bounds, white ball.
I think if we saw that replay, I thought that actually went off of DS, but we'll take it.
Max Glick coming in, giving Kiesling a breather.
All right, Disney's going a little bit of a run here.
2020. Sounds like a TV show. Melchionda under the basket, nothing. Glick fakes, comes into the inside the perimeter, and he's fouled on the floor. That'll give each team 2 fouls in this quarter. As subs coming back in for Nipmuc, McKinney and Braden Kelly returning. Lynch will put it in play for the Raiders. 6:08 to go until halftime. Fang out center point. Cross court. Pass deflected and stolen away. DiMarzo tries to 1-on-3 it and doesn't do anything for him. They get their own rebound. Kirkpatrick for Newton. DiMarzo back to Kelly. He swims the rim with that. Fang on a deflection has the ball. Driving up the floor. Melky on the left side. Lays it up and
Here we go.
You got the point guard looking at his coach for instructions. The coach is yelling so loud you can't ignore him. DiMarzo shoots. DiMarzo off the inside of the rim.
It's good hustle by DiMarzo, getting his own rebound right there.
Yeah. Outside bomb. Good! Give that one to Kirkpatrick, his first 3 points.
I mean, that little second effort right there by getting his own rebound created 3 points.
Wendell out for Melchionda. Hooks it back. Wendell open for three. Overshoots. Ball slapped around and, I think he was fouled.
Wide open three there. You know, he's got to take that. He just hasn't been able to convert the last two.
Overall, Dover-Sherborn moving the ball well, but they're missing some shots they should have had.
Yeah.
Fang is out.
Well, we're also we're being aggressive and we're being called for some fouls. You know, right when I said that we had that great turnover ratio right at the beginning of the third quarter, that's a walk.
Thank you, sir. There's travel. Going the other way.
All of a sudden, we started turning the ball over. So I probably should have kept my mouth shut.
Grant Sullivan's come into the game for the Raiders. 23-22, 4:48 to go in quarter number two. Bruce Glazer and Tom Wendell, somewhat related to the player on the floor. Glick, open for a moment. Runner,
there we go.
24-23. Yeah.
Good to see Max getting on the board there.
Cam Newton.
Oh, he's moving his pivot.
Shot. Too deep by Kelly. Flicker in off the backboard by Kirkpatrick. One thing you want to say to your team is box out. Talking about the Raiders, they're not boxing out very well. Are they intimidated by the big guy McKinney? I mean, I can't imagine at this point.
No, I don't think so. I mean, maybe the ball's bouncing in the right direction. I mean, rebounding is all about effort and getting prepared by getting your butt in front of the guy and, you know, using that as leverage to just make sure he doesn't get the ball. And, you know, a couple of these second chance points, I mean, we've got a couple over the last 2 or 3 possessions. You know, one, that three-pointer, when he followed his three-point, got the rebound, then they hit the three. Now, you know, I got the ball here again. And I think even on the last possession, they had a second opportunity there.
Every time I look over and I see Brian Olsen recovering from his surgery on the bench in his civvies, I think, what could have been in his senior year. Missed most of football, and now he missed most of basketball, if not all of basketball. There's a small hope, but,
Yeah, I mean, that's. I was talking to his dad and his mom. It'd be great if he comes back, but it's not likely.
Got to save his future. Up
Get it.
Oh, Wendell couldn't finish it, but he will go to the line and shoot a couple. 4:05 to go in the second quarter.
It's a close battle.
We'll be back next Wednesday with a 2 p.m. girls game here against Wayland High School. 2 p.m. Wednesday the 27th, a live stream.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they usually have an afternoon game once during Christmas week. I think they do it just to mess with my mind.
Yeah, I actually haven't looked at the boys' schedule. I know they're going down to the Vineyard on that Friday.
Yeah. And the girls are going down to Charmouth.
Oh, nice.
Can't take the same bus for that one, can you? No. Nice road trip. 26-25 Raiders.
Okay, we need a defensive stop here, Bruce.
I'll do what I can. Braden Kelly brings it up. Melchionda staring at him on defense. Right side for Newton.
I mean, just play off him, play off him.
Newton and Glick tied up. Kirkpatrick, he tried to do his deke and he took a step. Coach yells at him. I don't know how much a coach can yell at a kid. Do they always hear you? Are they in the game so much they can't hear the coach? Or is he so loud they better hear him?
Yeah, but sometimes, at some point, and I'm not saying this is the case here at all, at some point you just tune them out.
Yeah, that happens.
If they're yelling them too much.
Off balance
that's
shot.
a foul.
Window! No call. But, that happens at home with kids, too. You yell at your own kids too much, they tune you out.
Oh, yeah. I know my son won't hear me when he's out there.
Looks like it's off black. It'll be white ball.
Second in a row defensive stop. That's what we needed.
Subs. Fang is in, and Glick is out for the Raiders. Fang brings it up. Red cheeks puffing over midcourt. Brings it left. Right side to Melchionda. Mason looks down low. Gavin for three. In and out. Rebound. Fang climbs the air. Melchionda fakes, comes lane. Outside. Sullivan lost the ball. Just didn't have a grip on it. It's taken away by the Warriors. Kirkpatrick will let senior Braden Kelly bring it up. Whoa. Newton. Foul on the floor on Wendell.
Yeah, just a little bit over-aggressive there.
Yeah. He got caught in a little deke by Newton, and he fouled him. That is the fourth foul on the Raiders. Wait a minute. They called that foul. They just...
Yeah, I think they messed that up.
Yeah, they added the foul to the wrong team. I'm not going to look right now. Push on the offense. I think it was McKinney.
Well, now they should... So...
It should be four each.
Yeah.
But
the question will be, what do they do? Because they're not...
I don't know. I got four each, but hey, there's 2:46 to go in the quarter. Hopefully they catch up. The fouls. Now
it's just wrong.
It's 4-4. Now they're just playing games out there. Fang drives outside. Window. Push on the
All right, so now they got it right.
4-4. Okay, they got it.
And now it's Fang.
Fang, if you remember, he was hurt
It's that ankle.
last week. It's back.
He should just sit down.
Official talking to Fang. What do you want to do? Grady deciding on the sideline.
I don't know what the rule is.
Glick coming back.
If the person, I believe the rule is that the person coming in has to take the free throw.
But why don't they help him off the floor? I mean, what's going on? He's got to take the free throws?
No, he doesn't have to. But if he goes out, the person that comes in for him would be taking the free throws.
Right, okay.
And I think Charles says, if I got, my ankle rolled, I'm taking to the free throws so I can get some stats.
I watched a hockey game last night in Florida, and they couldn't keep the scoreboard. The stats were all messed up in the entire first period. Then they finally figured it out. Right now, we got 5 team fouls against Nipmuc, 4 against the Raiders.
Yeah, so now, well, it looks like his ankle is fine now.
I guess he shook it off. Good coach's decision. They wanted to leave him out there. He didn't want to come out. Chase Kelly, the younger brother of the other Kelly.
That's
outside.
deep.
Speaking of brothers, too deep. Braden Kelly misses that one. It comes down to
The shortest guy on the court came down with that offensive rebound.
Chase Kelly over the supports and out of bounds. It'll be white ball, and Glick will come in for Fang.
Yeah, so that's the third game that Charles has rolled his ankle. I think he needs to get a little bit of an ankle brace on that.
I was just looking at his ankle, wondering why he doesn't have one already.
Yeah. All right, let's get a good look here.
Saber. Glick. Ooh! Ball had too much spin on it, didn't want to stay. Senior Braden Kelly, his brother also out there.
And if I'm Coach Grady, I'm taking Melchionda out for the last minute 30 so he doesn't pick up a ticky-tack third foul.
Braden to his brother. Inside feed to the big guy. Nice high pass that only McKinney could catch and score off. 27 all, minute and a half to go in the second quarter. As Windle comes set, Windle's out there. Someone's coming in.
That's off.
Way off the mark. And it's a one and done. Not a lot of putbacks, are there?
No, and we're not getting any offensive rebounds on our side of the house for sure.
Kiesling about to return. And it might be, I'm not sure who else is coming in. Shot good. 1:05 to go, 29-27. Last 4 points by Nipmuc. 1 minute to go in the quarter. Windle alone scores.
That was a nice drive to the hoop.
29 apiece. 48 seconds in the half.
All right, let's get a defensive stop here.
Tommaso baseline. Tommaso wants it. Tried to draw the foul, and all he did was fall down. Behind his back.
Yeah, got
Glick.
to look up.
Left side, Melchionda. Outside, open man, Windle.
Oh.
Pretty.
Great pass by Melchionda right there, noticing Windle had the easy two. Good push-up, nice defense all around. That was a very nice transition there.
2-point deficit for the Nipmuc Warriors. They have the ball. McKinney off balance. Short. Wow.
10. Look up.
6 seconds to go. Glick. Lynch. Off. That'll probably do it.
Yeah.
We're at halftime.
That was a good half. Definitely some things to improve upon. Definitely some things they can be proud of. And we'll see what happens. So at halftime, 31 Raiders, Nipmuc 29.
Raiders led by 1 at the quarter and 2 at the half. As long as you keep going up, you're doing okay.
Yeah, well, I like that 6-point lead we had at one point, but that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
It was a good battle.
We'll be back shortly with the second half of this game and give you some halftime stats. This is Dover-Sherborn Cable TV.
To me, sportsmanship is probably one of the biggest aspects of sports in general because it really does prepare you for life after sports. It teaches you so many life lessons, and just being a good teammate in sports, it'll prepare you for life because you'll always be in teams, you'll always be working in businesses, you'll always be working with other people.
No, it's no fun to be the one person that takes everything too seriously and doesn't show goodwill to others. So being a good sport makes you more likable, and it's just a good trait to have, not just in high school, but for the rest of your life.
Sportsmanship means to me respecting the opposing team after a win or a loss to help ensure that everyone has a positive experience in the end.
The MIA event that I went to was NESLC, and it really had me think a lot more about sportsmanship. A lot of the guest speakers that we had, they really put into me the idea that you need to respect your opponent and also respect who they are as another team. Look at it as improving on my own skills so I can win that game for my team.
Being a good sport will always be important, and just you learn great life lessons from sports, and they'll always impact you later in life.
Welcome back to Dover-Sherborn High School. Tom Windle to my left, I'm Bruce Glazer. Debbie Glazer on stats. First half stats for Dover-Sherborn. The leader was Windle with 12, trailed by Melchionda with 6. Kiesling with 4, and Fang also had 6, by the way. Glick 2 and Cherney 1 for their total of 31 at halftime. The visitors have 29, and we start out that way. It'll be Dover-Sherborn ball to start the second half. Oh, maybe not. So how do
Yeah, it looks like it's Nipmuc.
But they won the tap, so is it the loser at halftime gets the throw in?
We got the ball second quarter.
Oh, it's alternating.
Yeah.
Okay, glad you're here. McKinney doesn't tie it up.
Okay,
McKinney,
good defense.
he's tall, but he hasn't scored a lot tonight. Windle right in front of us, moving left to right in this half. Fang says,
that's
okay.
deep, that's deep.
That's
No.
awful deep, yeah. Black ball.
You just have to work it around, especially at the beginning. It's your first possession of the second half.
You want to build momentum.
At least work on get everybody to touch the ball as a foul.
That's the same thing in hockey. They want the goalie to touch the puck early on so he feels comfortable.
Yeah.
Same thing in basketball. You want to work it around so everybody feels comfortable.
And that was a contested, deep 3, and you had the ball for 5 seconds.
Chase Kelly determined. He's on a movement there. Down low.
Travel.
McKinney got the ball away, but he traveled. McKinney has the size, but I'm not sure he has the experience. It's raw talent.
Could be.
Melchionda, speaking of talent, outside. Open is Cherney.
That's off.
Too deep. Rebound. Big guy gets the rebounds all right. McKinney can control the boards with ease. This is Braden Kelly. Stops.
Oh, good defense by Gavin Lynch.
Back, throws it a prayer. McKinney stripped of the ball.
Foul on Charles Fang.
Question mark.
Reaching in.
I don't know.
Strip the ball. That was close.
He did strip the ball. Do you know they can call a technical foul in the crowd if they get too loud? Did you know that?
If they get too loud or too unruly?
Unruly. I apologize. Yeah, I'm glad. Boy, am I glad you're here.
Yeah, I mean,
you got the dictionary.
I'm not that smart of a guy, but...
No, I said the wrong word. Unruly. Shot good. We're tied. 31 all. 7 minutes to go in the third.
All right, Diaz, work the ball around. Don't take a 2-second 3. Work it.
Gavin Lynch to Melchionda. He shoots,
Takes
scores, and gets a third attempt for a three-pointer. Can you imagine giving a check to the crowd for being too loud?
Yeah.
The mouth got ahead of the brain on that one.
Now, I'm sure there's been occasions where certain people have been asked to leave the facilities based on certain things.
We've seen that, haven't we?
Yeah. And whoever's watching us down in Alabama, give a good shout out. We got somebody in Alabama. We have Florida. I think there's a couple folks in Connecticut. So Bruce, I think your show is going national.
I have one in Weymouth. Does that count?
Well, that's Mass.
Yeah, not Alabama though.
And I wouldn't be surprised if Luke Rinaldi. I mean, he's on the West Coast. Well, actually, he's probably home for the holidays right now.
Shot to the hoop and a foul. What I see in McKinney, and I'm not trying to pick on the kid, he doesn't have inside basketball moves. He's very limited. He's tall, but he's stiff. He doesn't bend towards the basket as well as he should. He's got a power out there. He's the biggest one out there, and he's not using that size to his advantage.
Yeah, I think there's two things. One is, he's still a junior.
Yeah.
Just entering his junior year, so one, more experience there. I think also just the ability of, Gavin Lynch is playing him pretty tough down there, and I'm actually surprised that Gavin hasn't gotten in any foul trouble.
Well, he has two now.
Yep. Yeah, I think Melchionda, Windle, Fang, and Lynch all have 2 fouls. I could be mistaken, but I believe that's roughly what it is.
Melchionda in the paint, way over this side to Kiesling, back to Melchionda. Mason drives the paint, up, good. Foul!
So the first 2 possessions, quick threes, both miss. The last 2 possessions, both by Melchionda, drive to the hoop, get the 2, and now let's see if he can convert the 3-point play here. And he does.
37-33, a 4-point lead with 6:15 to go in quarter number 3. Coach yelling out instructions for his Warriors. Right side of the ball comes over to Damaso. Way outside. Kelly short.
Get a good shot. No.
Keesley can't control the ball, and Kelly turns it the other way, driving left side. Hook pass right. His brother shoots. Short. Up in the supports, and it'll be white ball.
Yeah, it was a good look there by Gavin Lynch trying to find Keesling driving, but that was some little bit of a risky play. He had just had, two great drives to the hoop. Probably one of he's thinking about that again. He'll probably take that back and slow it down.
Mason's open. Mason scores! Melchionda for 3, 40-33,
Yep.
a touchdown lead. Biggest lead of the game for the Raiders. I looked up who the 2-0 Nipmuc Warriors come in here, beating a charter school and Bartlett High School. I looked at Bartlett's record. They're 0-3. I did not look at the charter school. Your record is a reflection of how good you are plus who you're playing. If you're playing weaker teams, you're going to beat them bad, which they did. Now they're in a contest tonight. They're hanging in there, but Nipmuc so far has not been the better team.
No, and so two things on that. One is Melchion, I believe, has gotten the last 7 points, and all 7 points in the second half. And then if you remember last year, the DS team was very similar. We were 7-0, 8-0, maybe even 9-0, and then we lost 3 straight.
I remember that, yes, sir. Yes.
And people were worrying about certain things, and obviously that first round, the second loss to Spellman there was tough, but it's up and down. It's kind of good to play some of the weaker teams at the beginning, just so you can kind of get in a rhythm, get your confidence. Obviously it's better to be 3-0 versus 0-3. But kind of the middle of the DS schedule is kind of where the proof will happen. See how well these guys are.
This season, Dover-Sherborn goes to Spellman at the end of the year, and the big kid who was scoring all their points, he's a little bit of a showboat.
Yeah.
He graduated, so I don't know how good Spellman is. Things change.
Yeah, he dropped like 35 on us. I think.
He was a good showboat. He was fun to watch.
Yeah.
Hey, if you can get it done, why not? Feed inside. McKinney, 1-on-2, overshoots. McKinney feeling some pressure. Right side to Melchionda. Fakes, comes inside, back to Windle. Charles Fang bounces a couple of times. Keesling wheels it around. Melchionda, they slow it down, 20 in the shot clock. Keesling in the paint, outside. Gavin for 3. In and out. Rebound, controlled by McKinney. Damaso. Red sneakered. Off to number 24, Banstra. First time he's in the game.
No, on the floor.
Yep, it is. Were you around for the 18-19 championship season in 2019?
Yes, that's a year that my oldest son was a senior. So a lot of those guys I actually coached. I had the privilege of coaching with a guy named John Clancy, Danny Bennett.
Missed.
We had a lot of fun.
That's McKinney. 40-35. Continue. Well, what I was going to say was they faced a 7-footer from Whitensville. And the defense stopped them. It's not size alone that matters. You got to be good. And if a defensive team can stop you, your being good doesn't mean anything. He was playing against a lot of Whitensville Christian played a lot of weaker schools, and he dominated.
Yeah.
But you play a strong defense, like look at this tonight, and you can be beat 40-30. Is it 40-35?
Yeah, Gavin Lynch had a foul on McKinney.
That's his third. There was a bucket. They called it back. I thought. Yeah, is he shooting 2, McKinney?
Don't know whether he's shooting 2 or this. It has to be. It was 40-33, so this has got to be and 1. No.
And you know what it was? I think they called the foul on the floor, and it's the 5th foul against the Raiders. He's shooting 2 anyways. So I think it was before. I thought he made a basket. They called it back. I don't know. I could be wrong. Well, he made 1.
Yep.
So it was not a 3-point play. So it was a foul on the floor.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Grant Sullivan says here's an extra point for us.
Yeah, you got to love those quick hits. We'll take those any day.
42-36. Braden Kelly. A lot of yelling by the coach. Stolen by Windle. Windle slows it down, speeds it up, drives, scores. And Jono had lost the ball for a second, so he decided, pull it in my tummy and I'll go for the layup.
I keep telling him he's got to shoot that thing with his left hand. He's always doing this right, and it's not good. So it was a good pickup.
Baseline, McKinney waits.
Yeah, that was a tough move. That was using his strength down low.
Yes, it was. He had the edge on that, definitely.
Yeah.
Number 3, Melchionda. Number 23 and 3 gets it back. Melchionda baseline, too deep, knocked out of bounds with the white ball.
I thought that was a foul on Nipmuc when Melchionda was driving there. He ran into a guy pretty hard.
Kiesling coming in, Lynch getting a break. I think McKinney and Lynch are having a great battle, and Lynch is tired. It's got to be.
They are having a good battle. I've been kind of watching some of that underneath, both on the offensive and defensive side of the house. And Gavin's battling.
Fang low. Fang sideline overshoots.
Yeah, didn't like that shot.
Into the hands of McKinney. DiMaggio brings it up. DiMaggio, guided by his opposite number, Sullivan, shoots off balance. Nice shot!
Yeah, that was a tough shot. A little bit of a fadeaway jumper there over Grant Sullivan.
Under 3 minutes to go, 44-40 Raiders. Window scores! Kelly right side, DiMaggio, feed to McKinney. They want McKinney to score so badly, and he's just not solid. Out of bounds play, it'll be black ball. Yeah.
But on that last one with McKinney, when he was down low, Gavin was trying to box him out, and they kind of two people, both Wendell and I forget who else. It was kind of trapped him to try to make sure they didn't get a good look like the last one.
Ball into McKinney. No, that's not. Yeah,
okay.
That's McKinney. And he just threw a blind pass to Melchionda. Reverse layup. And coach wants a foul on Nipmuc's side. It's not going to happen. And McKinney made a poor play. I don't know what that was, but it was short. He gets his own rebound and scores.
Yeah, that's no contest, him against Steven Saber.
McKinney's good, but he can be better. Will he be better? I don't know. I hope he is. Kiesling left side, Sullivan outside. Off to the left, into the hands of DiMaggio.
All right, we need to stop. They're just playing it down low to McKinney every single time.
Everything's McKinney. They're feeding him all the way. Now, outside, looking at Giardini, scores 48-44. Timeout, Rick Grady. Not happy.
Yeah, we're having a nice little run there, and they, took that, and now they're on a little bit of a run, so we got to get some more defense. And then I believe the alumni game is tomorrow morning, if I'm not mistaken, right?
I saw something on alumni game yesterday. No?
I believe that was for the girls' team.
Oh, okay. Okay, so the boys is tomorrow.
Yeah, but I believe it's tomorrow, so that's always a good time.
Are you playing?
No, I am not a graduate of Dover-Sherborn.
Oh, okay. Where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school in Wellesley.
Well, close enough, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. I think we kind of bragged about my 8th grade team and my 9th grade team last year a little bit.
Did we?
Yeah, I think we were like 35-0.
Really?
Oh, yeah. We had a gentleman by the name of Steve Malloy. We used to call, I probably shouldn't even say it, but his nickname, and he was 6'6" in 8th grade.
Oh, boy.
And he went on to play for Cleveland State.
Huh.
And then he went on to play a little bit with the Harlem Globetrotters. So
no kidding.
Yeah, we were very fortunate that he was part of our team and one of the main reasons why we were so good. So when we look at McKinney here being at 6'5", think about being 6'6" in the 8th grade.
What was his height when he finished?
He was like 6'7" when he finished. Yeah, he was an early bloomer.
Sullivan will shoot 2 with 1:17 to go in the quarter. Rims it. Lynch is in, Fang and Windle also. Melchionda's out, Cherney's out, and Kiesling's out for the Raiders. No changes for Menden Upton. Nipmuc stays with what they got on the floor. They do have the Townsend Menden Upton in their system. It's now 49-44 with 1:17 to go in the third. Kelly, DeMazzo way out. Kirkpatrick's in the game. Giardini feeds inside. Swish, nope. DeMazzo was mad. He tried to rip the ball away.
Watch it. No, traveled.
Fang gets it back. Saber. Good! I give him a 3. 52-44. Biggest lead of the game. 45 to go in the third.
That gets Steven on the board, which is nice to see.
Giardini. DeMazzo down low. See, that's where you get in trouble. Yeah, he scored. No, he didn't. That was just a forced blind pass.
Yeah.
It almost worked, but you can't keep doing those. You got to turn the ball over.
I think we'll be holding this for the last shot.
I would hope so, yeah. They tried too much McKinney in that quarter and it worked against them.
Be great to get a little hoop here at the end. Don't force it.
Saber. And he gives them 10 seconds. No, they got it back. Fang. Scores! 5 seconds to go in the quarter.
Nipmuc missed a little bit of an opportunity there. 23 was wide open, and unfortunately they just weren't able to see him. So into the third, 55, Raiders, Nipmuc 44.
In that quarter, Nipmuc had 14 points. The Raiders had 24. So that's how they built their lead from 2 at halftime to 11 now.
Getting the three-pointer there at the end by Charles Fang certainly helps.
Nipmuc, as I said, 50 in the quarter. Dover-Sherborn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 24. Yeah, if you add it all up, it's an 11-point lead. Bucket and a half to go in the break. Once again, we'll have a girls' game coming up here next Wednesday, the 27th at 2 p.m. Then we don't have any basketball live streams until January something or other.
Sure.
How's that? So January something or other. It'd be Friday the 12th, maybe.
Okay.
No, 5th. Friday the 5th, the girls are here, I believe.
Another interesting observation is one of the things we haven't really been talking about tonight are the referees, and that's always a good thing.
Well, we stopped. We gave up.
Yeah, well, there's been a couple of calls but I tell you, the game in Medway, I don't know what the refs were thinking on a couple of those calls.
Well, when the first half, there were some questionable calls. And sometimes I just want to be quiet because you complain too much.
Yeah.
Off the rim, fourth quarter just underway, and Kelly bringing it up. Kelly in front of his own bench, right side to DeMarzo, guarded by Fang. Tries for the bounce pass, thinks better of it. Kirkpatrick holds the ball, low post. DeMarzo, having a problem. Kirkpatrick for 3. Off the rim and controlled by Grant Sullivan. Sullivan for Fang, he'll bring it up. Fly pass left side to Windle. Windle turns it around, sets it back up with Lynch.
Get a good hit, get a good look.
Foul on the floor, it'll go against Kirkpatrick. First in this quarter on either team.
I think we got a little bit lucky there.
What, you think he traveled?
I thought we turned the ball over, actually. What I don't want to see is another quick 3, because that would be exactly what we did in the third quarter.
Windle, short. Kelly, left wing. Into McKinney.
Ooh.
McKinney determined, and he got fouled by Gavin.
Yeah, Gavin got him. He was playing him tough. Kiesling will come in for Lynch.
Now Lynch is 4th. I think you expect him to get a lot of fouls playing a big kid like that. It's hard.
Oh, yeah. And especially how the refs are going to call that. I thought they've been banging up a little bit more and there was no calls, but that one they got. Come on. Nice hustle there by Sullivan.
Feed left side window. Can he keep it in? Yes, he did. Brings it back out. Fang drives against McKinney.
Don't force it.
Scores!
As I say, I don't force it. He makes a beautiful left-handed banker for 2.
And McKinney trailed on the play, and there's a reason for that. McKinney's exhausted. I think that the combination of Kiesling and Lynch have been just banging with him. And you can look at his face. You can see McKinney is worn out. He just looks haggard out there, and they should take him out for a breather, but they can't. They're down 13.
Mm-hmm. Well, and not only is he getting banged up down low, that takes a toll, but they're running their offense through him by posting him up and then trying to put it back out for a potential open 3.
They've gone cold. Nice turnaround by Melchionda. Fang drives, stuffed by Kirkpatrick, and fouled. Two at the line for Fang. 6:13 to go in the fourth. 57-44 Raiders in the lead. Fang hits his first. Coming into the game for the first time tonight, Theo Allen will replace somebody. Fang is second, and we got a sub. Fang coming out, and Theo Allen coming in. Timeout, Black, I think.
Yeah, timeout, Nipmuc.
They needed it a while ago, I'm sorry. They needed to reorganize and give the big guy a little bit of a rest. McKinney is the first one to sit down. He's exhausted. And I think the problem is he's their banger. He's the guy who goes inside and gets the boards.
Yeah.
The rest of the team doesn't rebound as well, and they got him rebounding, shooting. It's a lot on a kid. And he's building his skills, and they can't depend on him all the time, but they do.
Yeah, I think it was a little more even distribution in the first half where other guys were contributing. And then it seemed as though, at least in that third quarter when we kind of made our run, that everything was trying to be in a post-up. And I think it's one of those things, I think their first 2 post-ups went really, really well, and they're saying, hey, this is a piece of cake. So you keep doing it. You're not going to score every single time doing the same thing every single time.
Coach's father, Dick Grady's here with the former athletic director at Nipmuc, Jim Grant, who coached basketball and baseball while I was there. 2 nice gentlemen. On the floor, same as that went off the floor at the timeout. And bringing it up is one of the Kelly boys, Braden, to Kirkpatrick, to Chase Kelly. Back outside to his brother.
And I believe Theo...
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. I believe Theo Allen has checked in.
Yeah. That won't get you points, but it will get the coach upset. Kirkpatrick comes out, and he's been replaced by number 24, Aiden Banstra.
Guess that was for defensive purposes.
What's interesting, I don't know if you noticed this, Nipmuc's playing man. I've seen him play a lot of zone. I just, short by Fang.
Yeah, I kind of rushed that, forced it a little bit.
Even Rick Grady, I think, told me they play a lot of zone, but tonight they're playing more man, it looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah, they've played man all night long. They haven't played zone once.
And when you're that tired, maybe you switch off to zone because man's not doing them a lot of good. They're down by 15, and they were in this game till mid-third quarter.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And you can see it's just all falling away.
So they're going to run play 40.
Melchionda fouled on the floor. That'll be the first, I think, on Banstra, third on the team. Wow, it's the third on Banstra. He's made some headway here on his little time on the floor.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Foul. I didn't either. Wendell
Just
out
working
deep.
around.
He moved his pivot foot. He just slid.
It's either that or he's bouncing the ball. I didn't.
He called it a travel.
Yeah.
It wasn't a palm or anything, but I think he just slid. Pop. Nope. Now, Dover-Sherborn coming up the rebounds. That one controlled by Allen. Melchionda. Allen. Hands off to Jono. Wendell dribbles around left-handed, shoots short.
That's a bad shot.
Kept in bounds nicely by Allen. They got the same clock to work with. Down to 15. Off the boards and in.
Oh!
Grant Sullivan, the junior, goes to the line to try and make it a three-point play.
That was a great drive by Grant. I think he was pretty pumped up about that drive, actually.
Kiesling's out. Lynch is back in with his 4 personals. Three-point play, yep.
And he converts it.
4:44 to go. 62-44. Raiders are walking away with it.
It's kind of really hard to pinpoint when we started making this run.
I was just looking at my scorecard down here. Off-balance shot, no good. Mid-third quarter, because they were up by 2 at the half. Then all of a sudden up by 9 at the end of, 11.
11.
At
Yeah,
the end
11.
of 3. And so mid-third quarter, it just started going Dover-Sherborn's way. And I'll tell you, Nipmuc went cold. You know what's interesting? They don't have a point in this quarter. And we're almost halfway into it.
Oh, wow.
Nipmuc just missed all their shots. And
See, that's
stripped to the ball. McKinney. I don't know who called timeout, but you know.
Grady.
Okay.
Coach Grady.
I mean, if anything, McKinney needs a big break, and he's not going to get it.
And I thought we had some numbers on that fast break based on everybody going down low against McKinney. Melchiona strips him of the ball.
But you look at an 18-point lead, and there's a reason he wanted a timeout. But I feel for McKinney because everything's on his shoulders now. It's just not working. And, you know, we saw Cameron Newton in the game. Where's he been? Nowhere. And Giardini was in for a while. I thought these two guys were spark plugs, but they haven't played a lot.
Yeah, and they've been missing a couple of pretty open shots. It's kind of what DS was doing against Medway in part of that game when they were missing all their open threes. Just weren't falling right.
Does a team get intimidated on the road, or is that passé?
I don't think any team gets intimidated here.
Visiting team, you mean?
The visiting team.
Why do you say that?
Because I wish some of the kids were a little bit more vocal and loud so they'd get kicked out, right?
You'd be going first.
Well, I tell you, that Medway has a great crowd. They had a ton of kids came out in their kids zone, and the actual court itself is a little bit sunken down, so it gets loud, and it was a loud game. The other one I think is tough to play at is Norton. They get a great turnout there as well.
It's quiet here, like we're watching tennis.
Yeah, it's quiet.
Gavin Lynch.
Nice pass by Charles Fang.
Returning to the game is Theo Allen. Coming out for a breather, and probably the rest of the game is Charles Fang. Out of bounds play for Kelly Chase. No, Chase Kelly. That's the one. Melchion, the driving center court. All the way up to Wendell for a spinning layup. 3:28 to go. Only the final score to be decided now. It's 66-44.
Yeah,
Nothing going right for Nipmuc.
Yeah, nothing going right.
And you know, at this point, take McKinney out. He's frustrated. He's exhausted. And he doesn't have to prove anything right now. The game's over. Put somebody else in and let him have a little experience. McKinney needs a backup, and he doesn't have one. I think he's come out for 1 minute the entire game, or 2 minutes maybe, early on. Melchionda drives past one, right side to Windle at the foul line. Inside, shoots and misses. Melchionda with the boards and a fresh clock. Brings it back out. Swap of the ball does no good. Melchionda left side. Allen open. Short. Into the hands of DeMazzo. Logan brings it up over the timeline. Logan center, paint, inside, foul before the shot. Each team now at 4 team fouls with 2:45 to go in the contest. I mean, would you leave McKinney in there, Tom?
Yeah, just let the kid play, I guess.
Really?
I mean, we're leaving, we're up by 22, and we've got our starters in there as well. They gets a little three-point play.
Yeah, you got 2. Goes to the line. I guess you're trying to build him up.
Yeah, I mean, he's got the whole holiday. He's not going to get himself too tired.
Build the confidence.
He'll sleep well tonight, I'm sure, as most of them will.
Well, he may have some nightmares over the shots he missed.
And he's probably looking at a couple that, could have gone down.
But it's, it's a 20-point lead right now. 19-point lead. 2:40 and rolling.
And they're pressing for the first time. Well, I think for the second time.
I think they're practicing the press, and that's not going to help them. Grant Sullivan with the hoop.
I think Grant Sullivan's up here. I think he's got seven points now, which is fantastic.
Good. And that's the first basket from Braden Kelly in a long time. And they had him scoring early in the first half. Until the second half, late in the second half, he hasn't done much. Windle holds the ball to Melchionda. They're going
they're doing this, their triangle just to burn off some of the clock.
Yeah. Wang back in there. I thought he wouldn't come back, but he did. They don't care about shooting right now. It doesn't matter. Just work the ball around. 10 seconds, and you get a steal.
I don't know if I'd call that a steal, but I would definitely call it a turnover.
A giveaway?
Would be a giveaway. I think Gavin would agree with me on that.
148.
I'm just going to call out that the Sullivans are leaving with 1:44 left.
Steal.
Happy holidays.
Steal again. Working a triangle. Outside. No penetration till now. Sullivan's told not to shoot. Cross court to me, but Windle picks it up. Windle back out to Melchionda. 16 the shot clock. Melchionda inside for Lynch. Back outside. Sullivan, they're told not to shoot to under 10. And they lose the ball, but get it back. Windle, 4 seconds. Shot by Sullivan, overshoots. Lynch! 70-49 under a minute.
Sullivan steals the ball.
Wow. You got a bunch of tired Warriors. Foul on the floor.
And that's 5, so Melchionda will go to the bench. And we're going to get a wholesale substitution for the rest of the team here.
Kinney's coming in. Steven Sable will return. So will Glick. Lucas Olmstead comes in. Theo Allen. We got 5 coming in. 5 on the floor will go off, and fresh shirts come out.
And there goes McKinney. Had a heck of a game.
I'm sure he's the leading scorer. You said they averaged 60 or 65 a game coming in?
I think their first 2 games was like 65 points. And they won by like 18. 20, I mean, so again, maybe that's going back to your point that you made up earlier. You don't know what the type of competition. But when I see somebody, a team that's 2-0 that puts up 65 points, I think, I mean, we put up 71 tonight. This is our highest scoring game of the year so far. And it certainly didn't look like that because, what was it? We had 31 at the half, I believe, something like that.
Too much dribbling by Newton. He's tied up with a scrum on the floor, and he almost got tied up with his own player. The ball will stay with the Warriors. 29.9 to go. Newton puts it in play, bounce pass down low, short. DiMarzio, foul. I think DiMarzio's going for the line to shoot a couple. We'll try to have final stats from Dover-Sherborn.
So, do you have any plans for the holidays? What are your plans for you and Debbie? What are your plans for the holidays?
My sons, grandchildren, they're so busy over the weekend with family. They're coming over this Saturday, 2 days before Christmas. So we're having an early Christmas.
Okay.
And that works. You know, with kids, anything within 10 days of Christmas and a gift works for them, right?
Yeah, that's what they want. That's what they want.
Are you staying home?
We are. We are actually hosting. I'm going to have my two sisters come over with their family on Christmas Day, and then we're also hosting a small family, again, get-together on Christmas Eve.
Nice. Keep you out of trouble.
It will.
Do you remember when there was no Christmas football?
No.
Now they got triple header on, and they're proud of themselves.
Yeah.
Can't give us one day without them. Final score, 71-51, Dover-Sherborn. Dover-Sherborn with 16 points in that fourth quarter, and Nipmuc with only 6. It just shows how tired and beat they were.
Yeah. And special thanks to Cam up there, cameraman Cam. Happy holidays. Hope you guys have a great New Year as well.
All right, so I'll wrap up the stats, and you can go see your family. Thank you, sir.
Oh,
you
no,
want to stay with me?
you.
Stay with
I'll
me.
stay with you. Yeah.
You might want to hear this. Your son was the leader with, oh no, not again. Melchionda and Wendell with 18 each. These
I don't know if that's accurate.
She's giving him a look. And Fang had 13, which is great for him. Kiesling and Sullivan with 8, and 4 for Glick and Lynch, 3 for Saber, and 1 for Turney. And that wraps it up.
That wraps it up.
Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you for keeping all that tracks.
So Merry Christmas to everybody, and the final score, Dover-Sherborn 71 and Nipmuc 50. We thank you for watching our live stream and cablecast of Dover-Sherborn Big Boys Basketball. And until next time, so long everyone, and Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.